Hello folks, welcome back to Bike Vids. I've got the Bike Vids database in hand, so something important must be happening, and that thing is this year's Rock Cobbler in Bakersfield, California, the 10th year of the Cobbler, my third. And so let's talk about it. Let's get into the bike, let's get into some tips and tricks. Third time will be the charm for me here at Bike Vids. My goal has always been to finish the Cobbler and not feel like shit. It has not happened in the first 2 years, but I've got some tips and tricks that is going to be my winning strategy for basically surviving the Cobbler and thriving at the Cobbler. So let's get into it. This first thing is going to be kind of no-duh. The first no-duh thing is basically your fitness. And I don't use bike computers or really any data besides my anecdotal feelings about my fitness. So I don't know how you track your fitness, but it goes without saying the Rock Cobbler is a difficult event. I think it's safe to say. So fitness obviously is important, so let's just throw that out there. The second thing that goes without saying is general bike maintenance. I'm just coming off of what for me would be, I guess, my cyclocross season, and I'm giving my bike a big tune-up, throwing on a new chain, pulling off, derailleur pulleys and, cleaning all the muck out of there, pulling the cranks off, new bar tape, and brake pads, just general making sure that your bike is ready for a hard day of riding. Again, no duh, but don't you often see people having problems with their bikes at events? This could happen to any of us at any time, but let's try to maximize what we can control in order to not be those people. So the Ibis Haka will be ready to go and in tip-top shape for the Cobbler. Hey, can you see me? Can you see what's in the background? My wheels and tires. So let's, before hearing the two winning tips that are going to make me survive and thrive at the Cobbler, let's get into kind of my most controversial advice. Okay, controversial tip or advice is kind of a no advice. The advice is tires don't matter. Tires don't matter at the Rock Cobbler. Bike choice probably doesn't even matter. Some people ride mountain bikes, which is way overbiked for the course, but hey, I'm definitely a believer in ride your ride. But tires they don't matter. You could ride a pretty skinny gravel tire, which I would personally define skinny in the kind of 35 to 38 range or under 40. I'm a big fan of basically 42. I'm a fan of 42. I'm also a huge fan of WTB, and this year I'm ending up with I have two brand new sets of tires. How do these things happen at Bike Vids? Basically, due to some just dumb-dumbness on my own. I have a brand new pair of Terravel Rutlands and Soma Cazaderos. I'm not quite sure which ones I'm going to mount up here after the bike tune-up, but those are going to matter for all of my regular gravel riding around here in Santa Cruz. But at the Cobbler, just tires, they don't really matter. I mean, when I say tires don't matter, you understand that, that means I run tubeless, your tires should be in good shape, your sealant should be topped off. That's what I mean, right? I mean, it's hard in our world to even utter the phrase tires don't matter. Goes against so many hours of conversations that we've had about things. Okay, folks, the top two things you can do to survive and thrive at the Rock Cobbler, coming from someone who has finished the Cobbler twice and felt like shit. Are you ready? Number one, I've always wanted to do the snap thing. Number one, gearing. Gearing is number one. And so I have in this bag a 36 tooth front chain ring. here at Bike Vids, I normally run a Garber 10.46 cassette. Look at that huge thing, super wide range. Love it. I run the Garber 10.46 with a 38 tooth chain ring. Now, again, many of you out there would think, hey, that's ton of gear range. Why would you need more? That's what I've thought too at 2 years at the Cobbler, but this year, those 2 teeth are gonna be the key to me feeling great at the end of the Cobbler. So I'm gonna be running this 36 tooth front chain ring. Okay, second tip is fueling. And for me, that's gonna be some kind of high calorie drink fuel that I can use during the event. I'm using this Scratch Super Fuel. You may be just saying, well, that sucks. I use blah, blah, blah. That's awesome, right? I'm just getting into this. This is what I've been experimenting with. It seems to work for me. Something each year of the Cobbler that happens is I basically go into a bonk state at some point and no food. No food sounds great. And I probably ride, 20 plus miles just feeling nauseous. That's not a way to survive and thrive at an event. So fueling for me, and hopefully this exact bag of Scratch Super Fuel is gonna be the winning strategy here at Bike Vids at the Cobbler. Okay guys, last is just some general things that are nice that I've learned from doing the Cobbler that you might want to have on hand if you don't normally do that. So let's take a little trip over here. Can you see this stuff? Yeah, you guys can see this. What do we have here? We got more. Okay, so this tip is just called more bags than normal. At Bike Vids, I don't like carrying a lot of bags. I don't like having giant handlebar bags and randoneering bags and all these bags, right? I like to kind of keep it light and keep it simple. But at the Cobbler, I'm gonna run my normal seat bag with stuff. I'm gonna run a front little burrito bag. Both of these are by Roadrunner. Go buy their bags right now, they're awesome. And I'm gonna run this small frame bag from Outer Shell. And so again, this is like double, triple the on-bike storage that I use. And again, I'll be using that to kind of carry my fueling strategy. And just again, all the normal stuff that you would want to have on hand when doing a hard event. So just tip and trick, more on the bike storage. Nice folks, that's it here at Bike Vids. The key to success at Rock Cobbler. 1, be in shape, make sure your bike works. Number 2, number 3, tires don't matter. Number 4, low gearing and a wide gear range. You'll be stoked at the end. Even though there will be a couple parts you'll be spinning out and you'll feel jealous, but it's okay. And then fueling, super important. Lastly, bags. Bring them, lots of them. Why not? Keep that stuff off of your body. So hopefully I'll see you at the Cobbler. If you do, say hey. If you see me out on course, hopefully I'm feeling great. Okay, hope you're out having fun, riding your bikes and being safe. Ciao.
Subscribe and like this. Bike Vids just